About the author, Robert W. Peterson. Robert W. Peterson was a famous American newspaper writer who later became a freelancer author of magazine articles. He wrote with authority, particularly on the topics of sports and scouting. He was born in 1925 in Pennsylvania in the USA and passed away due to lung cancer on 11th February 2006. Introduction. The Making of a Scientist is a story of a curious child named Richard Ebright, channelizing his curiosity to become a scientist. Richard Ebright was very close to his mother, and she plays a key role in developing his interest in science.
The message of the story. The author wants to encourage the readers into taking the first step towards their goals, for even if these steps are small, they will eventually help in reaching their targets. The biography invokes curiosity and interest in the lives of butterflies and their migratory habits amongst the readers, while explaining the young scientist's research in brief. It motivates us to not give up even if we don't achieve anything in our first try, thereby pushing us to keep trying again and again. Our hard work and perseverance always give desired results. It is our continuous and sincere effort that makes us capable and strong. The theme of the story. The story revolves around the life and achievements of the young scientist Richard E. Bright. It begins with describing his childhood and how his interest in science, specifically zoology, was nurtured. We see his qualities and how his never give up attitude helped him in the long run. This biography briefly explains his research on monarch butterflies as well.
Character traits of Richard E. Bright. He was a great scientist, a champion debater, a public speaker, a canoeist, and a photographer. He liked to collect many different things. He was a curious person and was always determined to do better. He also had a competitive spirit that helped him outshine others and the will to never give up.
Richard Ebright. Richard Ebright was a multifaceted and versatile human. He had a great scientific mind but also had a panache for sports and extracurriculars. His mother encouraged certain hobbies like collecting butterflies, rocks, coins, astronomy, photography, mountaineering, etc. He had always scored well and excelled in school. At 7, he started participating in science fairs. He was most attracted to science and even did an experiment to find the cause of a viral disease that infected and killed monarch butterflies, which won him a prize. He did other experiments like finding out why viceroy butterflies resemble monarch butterflies, discovery of an unknown insect hormone, growing cells of a monarch's wing, discovering the chemical structure of the hormone, and the role of DNA. He was a well rounded man and was brilliant in science.
The chapter The Making of a Scientist is a story about the famous scientist Richard Ebright. Richie, as his mother used to call him, was a very curious child right from his childhood. He had started collecting butterflies in his childhood, and when he was 2 years old, he had already collected all the 25 species found near his hometown. He thought it to be an end of butterfly collection until one day his mother bought him a book named The Travels of Monarch X. This was a turning point in his life, and he got much more interested in dealing with science. He started with tagging butterflies, which a task given at the end of the book that his mother bought for him. Then, when he first entered the county science fair with a slide of the frog tissue he lost, everybody won something, but his project did not win any prize. He was sad but also understood that to win he needed to do real experiments and not just neat and clean models. Then he wrote down to Dr. Urquhart at the University of Toronto, asking him for ideas to make projects. He stayed busy during his high school, working on long lists sent to him by Dr. Urquhart. Then, for the next year's fair, he chose the project of looking at the viral disease that killed nearly all the monarch caterpillars every few years. He thought that the reason for this could be a beetle, so he started raising caterpillars in the presence of beetles but could not get any results. So, when he showed his trial experiment at the county science fair, his project won a prize. Then, for the next year, he made an experiment to show that the viceroy butterflies copied monarchs. This project also made him win prizes.
Then he started his research as to the purpose of the 12 golden spots on the back of a monarch pupa. Everybody believed that it was just a design, but Dr. Urquhart thought otherwise. Then Ebright and another brilliant science student got together and made a device that could show that the gold spots were responsible for releasing a hormone that was necessary for its growth. With the help of sophisticated instruments at one of the labs, he got a chance to work and found the chemical structure of the hormone in the gold spots. Then, one day, while looking at the photo of the chemical structure, he solved one of the biggest puzzles of life. He came to know how a cell blueprints its DNA. It was a big breakthrough and was published in a magazine. He also had many other interests and also admired his social studies teacher as he was the one who used to give him new ideas. He was good at debating, public speaking, and a great canoeist. He never used to win for the sake of winning or for prizes, but because he wanted to be the best at whatever he used to do. It is shown in this chapter that with the right amount of curiosity, a bright mind, and the will to win for right reasons are the qualities needed to be a scientist. His mother also played a big role in making him what he was, as it was she who supported him throughout his journey and bought him the book, The Travels of Monarch X, which aroused his curiosity in the field of science.